Good morning, class. I'm your assistant teacher, and today we are in the last part of the chapter Evolution of Transport System. Till now, we have been seeing how the transport system has progressed over the ages, how it has developed over the ages, how our ancestors uh, formulated the different modes of communication, and how it has developed today, and what are the modern means of communication. So, out of the four, roadways, railways, waterways, and airways, we have already covered the first three, and the last part is airways. Airways is the topic that we are going to cover today. That is there in the page number 18, page number 18. So airways is the fastest means of communication channel. Out of all the four, it is the fastest means of communication. If you want to move to a place, if you want to switch on to a different place, it is the fastest means which could take you to other place within no span of time. Now when I say no span of time, it does not mean it does not take any time. It means it takes very limited time compared to all the different modes. First thing. Second thing is all the goods which gets spoiled very soon or which gets rotten very soon, which has a limited period of expiry. All the edible items that we consume has a limited time of expiry. Like for example, cake, bread. These have a limited time. If you do not consume within the limited span of time, it may get spoiled. It may get rotten. So that those goods which are light in weight and which have a limited period of time or expiry period, those goods are transferred or carried on with the help of airways. So airways is the one which helps the communication channel, or which actually guides the movement of the trade or movement of the goods and services. Wright brother was the founder of or was the initiator of aeroplanes, or was the inventor of aeroplanes. He invented these in the year 1903. 1903. Okay, guys. Airways, page number 18. The fastest means of transport is by air. It is also the most expensive out of the four different modes of communication channel. This is fastest, but it takes a lot of charge. It is much expensive compared to other three modes. Man was inspired to fly by looking at the birds. At first, he tried to fly by using balloons. Now, how did this inspiration come to us, or the inventors? That when they saw the birds flying in the air, they thought that if the birds could fly, why can't we? So they started inventing, they started thinking, their innovative thinking, their inspiration, or their futuristic value, futuristic vision actually helped them out to develop something. So the first time they tried with the balloons, which was a failure only. Later on in the year 1903, the Wright brothers of the USA invented an aeroplane. Now what was the duration of the aeroplane? It flew a distance of 37 meters in 12 seconds. It was named Flyer 1. 37 meters. 37 meters it flew, and what time did it take? 12 seconds. Just 12 seconds. So that is the speed that we are talking about. Airways is the fastest means of transport. When we say it is because its speed is very high. Today we have very advanced airplanes. They normally fly at a height of 10,000 meters with a speed of around 1,000 kilometer per hour. 1,000 kilometer per hour. And what is the speed of our train? Rajdhani Express, Shatabdi Express, we have seen that it runs around 140 kilometer per hour. 140, and here it is 1,000 kilometer per hour. They can carry about 400 to 500 passengers at a time. So what number of passengers who could be carried is around 500. Millions of people travel to different parts of the world every day. All the countries of the world and all major cities are linked by air. Now every major city of the world have the what do you call airport runway or airport highway, wherein the plane lands or wherein the network of the aeroplanes have been spread. That is why this communication channel has spread like a wind. It has eased everyone's life. It has made everyone's life very comfortable. That is why people have been using it, no matter how costly it is. Air India is India's international airline. India's international airline is Air India. It carries passenger and cargo all around the world. Now, what is the network? It moves from north to east, east to west, south to west. All the directions are covered by Air India. It also carries passenger and cargo within the country, not only the outside the country, not only in the foreign countries, but domestic services are also there of Air India. It is the government owned, that is why it is mentioned over here. It also connects major cities with the of India with neighboring countries. Major cities like, for example, if you go to the eastern part of the Bihar, that connects to Nepal. So that is the linkage from one part to the other part you can transfer. Jet Airways, SpiceJet, Indigo, Go Air and Air Asia are some of the private airlines operating in India. These are the private airlines who are competing with the government owned airline. Means they are even providing the services, and it is upon the people who choose what they want. Around the world, there are major international airports in almost all the countries. I told you, now every country has an airport, every country has a runway, every country has a place wherein the airport networks are settled. The international airport in New York is John F. Kennedy Airport. The London airport is known as Heathrow. These are the names of the airports. And USA's airport name is John F. Kennedy, who was the president of the country once, and in London it is called as Heathrow. So these are different about the airports of the country. In our country, even almost all the big cities have the air network today. And with this we come to the end of the chapter, and this was about the evolution of transport system, how it has progressed and how it has made our life easier. I will be uploading the question answers from tomorrow, and I want you all to do the same in your own fair copy and send me back. Thank you, class.